Okay, preparations for the pageant. Go, Jones.
Hi everyone, I am Jaira Calcala, Miss Philippines Earth Jones Isabella. My preparations for the pageant is that I have been doing my research on my advocacy and on the environment. And I'm also focusing on my diet because I have been gaining a lot due to the stress at my work. And also, when it comes to my advocacy and to the environment, the research that I've been doing has opened my eyes at this current status of our environment. And that is why I encourage everyone to do what is good for our earth because it is in the brink of destruction. That is why we have to start now.
Okay, sila.
So yes, my preparation is I do a lot of meditation because I really still get nervous being around a lot of people and I'm not that really vocal. So I'm working on my communication skills by studying, doing research and listening to a lot of YouTube videos, podcasts, and then I'm also a student and I also work as a virtual assistant in Dubai, so time management is really a challenge for me, especially because I do a lot at the same time because of the time difference.
Okay. Personally, what's the biggest challenge that you've encountered in your Miss Earth Philippines journey?
Okay, the biggest challenge that I have encountered during this Miss Philippines Earth journey is time management actually. Especially that I'm an accountant, so it's the filing season. There are a lot of things that we have to do as an accountant. And now that I'm here in Miss Philippines Earth, I realize that there are really a lot of things that we have to do in this journey, and although it is very tiring, to be honest, I'm happy to be here and I'm happy to share my advocacy in the reduction of the single-use plastics. And that is why at the end of the day we're just enjoying and sharing the knowledge that we have.
Okay, sila.
Yes, for me, aside from time management, of course, I think all the girls can relate when it comes to the financial. Of course, I have my team in Silang, they are very supportive. And I also have my friends here in Manila, they are very helpful as well. But of course, I respect their work, so I don't expect their work to be free, of course. So that's one thing. And of course, also the time management, as I said earlier.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, preparations for the pageant. Go, Siniloan.
Hey everyone! Eliana Marie Aduana here, your Miss Philippines Earth, Sinaloa, Laguna. So for my preparations, I've been doing, of course, the Q&A training, the public communication skills training, and I also do runway and pastorela training, and also personality development. Because people know me as someone who's never really complacent, even if, I've joined pageants before, I always want to add something to that every day. So
Okay.
I do that.
Okay, Maribeles.
Hello, Giselle Gregorio from Mariveles, Bataan. This is my first national pageant. That's why it's been hard for me. And also, right now, nagte-training po ako for pasarela also. And Q&A, personality development also.
Okay, personally, ano yung biggest challenge sa inyo in your Miss Earth journey? Go, Maribeles.
Okay.
Go,
Okay,
anyway.
sige.
Go, sige.
So as we all know, Miss Philippines Earth now in this edition, we are experiencing a hybrid situation. So we have the virtual for the entire March And come April, which is, well, it's April now, so we're doing the live activities. So for the month of March, we've been doing the virtual activities. And we cannot deny the fact that it's really hard to conduct a virtual event because, you know, we have to always plan our schedule. We have to always line up our schedules with our team, the logistics-wise, you know, we have to be perfect at it so we can make things happen. So it wasn't an easy task, but it's very fulfilling at the end of the day because I get to also represent my municipality well and, you know, talk more about people about it, you know, talk to people about it and let them know more about my municipality and what we've got to offer, especially on the Miss Philippines Earth stage. And it's very exciting and I hope that you guys can, you know, continue watching us and supporting us because April na and we have a lot of live activities in store for all of you.
Okay, Maribeles.
Still same, but also I'm a student and I'm a freelance model. So I do working and studying while doing Miss Earth Philippines. So it's very hard for me right now. But still, laban, kinakaya. Yes po. And so far, so good naman ang journey.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pageant preparations. Go, Philcom.
For pageant preparations, I've been doing pasarela training and also doing my own research when it comes to environmental problems because I believe that that's very, very important, especially since this is Miss Earth and we have to be, have scientific backing with everything that we say and we have to be well versed. Also, I believe na my training is also styling myself and my clothes. I think that's how I can expand myself a little bit more.
Okay. Okay, kasiguran.
Hi, Yarly Caritana from Siguran, Aurora. So for my preparation, I did training at home because before this pageant, I came from a local pageant, Aurora, which is Binibining Aurora 2023, and I also did a personality development training and more research. So what I didn't get to prepare for is my physique.
Okay.
So I didn't focus much on my physique and my diet because I want to put my focus on more on studying and researching because this pageant is like more on the wit and intelligence. So I really had to do more research rather than on my pasarela training and my physique. And now that I can say that I'm a little bit ready for this, but I hope that this national pageant for me is going to be a blast because this is like the third time that Kasiguran Aurora has a representative for a national pageant in Miss Earth. Yes, which is why I stepped up because I know that since I live here, I was born and raised in Kasiguran Aurora, but I reside here in QC. So I know that I had an access to everything, but the challenge for me is that I don't have a team. I left them there in Aurora. So I do everything on my own with my friends, my family. So I had to just adjust on what I have, what I can access.
Okay. What's your biggest challenge personally in entering Miss Earth Philippines? Personally, ha?
Yes po. I believe the biggest challenge that I had throughout is the videos.
Oh.
Yeah, because I wasn't really prepared to have like the hybrid situation. And also, the last pageant that I competed in was 2015 pa po. So, that one kasi was international. And then, what I did was like a month of exercise, training, and then the pageant proper was just 1 week. So, this one's nagulat po ako na parang ang dami palang kailangan na activities and everything. So, parang learning how to balance everything out and still fulfill the commitments that I have and the responsibilities as well of being a delegate. Yun po.
Okay, ikaw.
It's the same with art because I'm currently in my thesis for fine arts painting, and it's been hard for me to manage everything because I'm not only a student, I also do a part-time as an artist. I'm a freelancer, painting student and an artist. So it's been hard for me because, you know, as this is my first pageant, I am not really used to doing things by my own. So it's like a challenge that I know that I can surpass because I am willing to not only represent myself as a person, as a beauty queen, I also want to represent my town. So it's been not only like a challenge but also a stepping stone for the next pageant for me to come to the next year since I'm young and I want to explore more. So
Okay.
yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Preparations for the pageant. Go, mga tarap.
Hello, my name is Kara Riley, your eco warrior from Mangatiram, Pangasinan. I had to do a lot of preparation because when I joined Miss Philippines Earth, I was actually in the UK when I signed up. I was there for a holiday and I realized I had to get back here really fast and prepare everything. And I found a team in Pangasinan, but I am also based here in Manila. So I had to travel a lot. I think that was the issue, me traveling a lot, and I have to work on my Q&A and walking as well and studying. So
Okay.
yes.
Mabini.
Hi everyone, I'm Iris Labanta and I'm representing Mabini, Batangas. So the preparations I've been doing for this pageant is that I've really been doing my research and building up on my advocacy, which is on marine life and growing the blue economy, which aims to conserve and sustainably use marine resources, oceans, seas for sustainable development. So that is Sustainable Development Goal number 14 from the United Nations. And since I'm also a marine scientist, I'm actually doing my thesis in Mabini as well. So doing my thesis actually helps me study for Q&A and building on my advocacy.
Okay. Personally, what's the biggest challenge that you've encountered in your Miss Earth Philippines journey?
For me, it's definitely my time management. As a full-time model and as an online student as well, I've been studying in the UK online, but here in the Philippines, so the time difference is very off. I study at 11 p.m. And for me, it's just, I have to try to squeeze everything in, and also self-care is really important to me because I need to, love myself and calm down a little bit before I start freaking out and everything like that. But yes, kaya naman.
Okay. Okay. Mabini. Biggest
So
challenge.
the biggest challenge for me is really time management as well. I'm a student. I'm taking up a master's degree in marine science. I'm doing my thesis, and on top of everything, just arranging transportation and managing the traffic here in Manila just to go from place to place, from A to B, and fulfilling all of the video requirements. So time management is really the biggest challenge for this pageant.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Here po, wait lang po ah.
Ma'am, nakatutok lang.
Ganyan mo lang siya, parang...
Charot-charot lang mo.
1, 2, 3, 1.
Sige.
Okay, video
Hindi
pa.
mo naman nakalaki.
Yay!
Coins po. Papasok po. Sige po, pasok po kayo.
Nag-white pen. Parang bilis na bumagsak ng dito.
Girls, position,
Position,
please.
compress.
Compress.
Then smile.